this over on YouTube, make sure you drop me a like and a subscribe and drop me a comment. Let me know that you're alive. Let me know you're watching. And for those watching from the Freedom Club, welcome to tonight's call. I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes to jump on in, because today we're talking Facebook ads. We're going to look over everybody's Facebook ads. I'll give you some feedback on your creatives and help you manage your ads to find your winners and see if you're ready to scale. So if you're just dropping in now, send me a hello in the chat. Good afternoon, everybody. Man, everyone's slow today. Usually everyone's waiting to get in. Did I get the time right? Oh, I should also mention, guys, Ecom Emergency Episode 4 is out. Let me drop you guys a link. Ecom Emergency, link dropped. Sup, Cody? Ah, nice. Welcome back. I'm looking forward to seeing your Facebook ads. So if you're just dropping in, everybody, make sure you have some kind of a microphone and headset available. I got my headset here, just because it helps me help you when you have your headset, because I can't hear myself. It's really hard to hear you when all I can hear is my own echo. So drop in with, go pick up your headset. There's plenty of time. Thanks, Cody. I love producing them. I've learned so much about making video. My first few, obviously, were just so horrendously badly made because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm watching YouTube videos on making YouTube videos. I got my son involved too. He's sending me stuff for how to make videos, and he's now learning Premiere Pro so he can help me. But every episode, it seems like it's getting better and better and better. Jasper. So I'm going to take a look at Cody first, if you don't mind, Cody, and you're next after that, Jasper. I want to show you guys something too. Samantha, of course, number 3. Now that we've got a few more of you guys. Matt, first time seeing me, not at the ad stage. All right, well, I'm glad that you are here today, Matt. I really am. Because, as you guys know, things are changing in the course. And Austin is busy recording all of the new videos to be included in the course and really bringing things in line with the times. Because you guys got to understand, Facebook ads is an evolving business, and the things that may have worked even a year ago have changed dramatically, especially with how big AI has become. And Facebook relies on AI more than most companies that I can think of. Well, maybe except for Google. Hello, Diane, welcome. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is, I guess, how to set up your first Facebook ads and why I set up my Facebook ads the way that I do. What I'm doing at the moment with my Facebook ads is kind of a cross between my own style that I've been doing the past nearly a decade of my life, mixed with a few things that I actually learned from Austin. Because believe it or not, people of my level, we got to keep learning. And the only way we keep learning is by looking at what other people do and incorporating that into what we do. So we'll go over a few things today. And if you've already set your ads up and you've done it the old way, that's cool. But I would love to encourage you to consider setting things up the way that I set them up, because it's really difficult to find a winning combination of ads if you haven't set your ads up correctly. So let's start off with something that's really important, really close to my heart: retargeting. How many of you are doing retargeting right now? By retargeting, I mean you have a bottom of funnel campaign. There was a time in my life where bottom of funnel was the most lucrative ads that I could possibly run. And that ship has sailed, unfortunately. And I think it ended not too long ago. I cannot get bottom of funnel working for me. And I've seen a lot of the accounts coming through from you guys. So people have been giving me access to their accounts. I've been doing the e-commerce emergencies, and I've been seeing that. I got excited in the last session that I did, in the last session I did with somebody, because I opened up their account and their bottom of funnel had a whole bunch of cheap sales, and I thought, oh wow, you've got bottom of funnel working. And I went into the ad account and had a look. No, they didn't actually have bottom of funnel working at all. They'd actually turned on the setting to make it top of funnel, but they called it bottom of funnel, and their bottom of funnel wasn't working at all. So if you have bottom of funnel and it's working, let me know. I really want to see it. Let me get into an ad account and start talking you through what I want to show you today. If you're watching this and you've got your ads up and running, still absolutely pay attention. I'm going to be showing you through my nation what's bottom of funnel. Okay, so we have two types of campaigns that Freedom Club teaches you to make. One is a top of funnel. One is a bottom of funnel. Top of funnel, it literally is, think of a funnel, like that. And the rim of the funnel is the top of funnel. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to find people who haven't gone into our funnel, haven't even looked at our products, and we're trying to show them a product to buy. And there's lots of them, and they're very, very cheap to advertise to at the top of funnel. Bottom of funnel is when they start circling down the funnel, circling down, going closer and closer and closer to the buy button, but they haven't quite bought yet. And those is what we call bottom of funnel. So Freedom Club teaches us to make a bottom of funnel and middle of funnel. Sure, same thing. Now, the way Facebook works these days is it's very much reliant on AI, and it's got data points for everyone who uses the Facebook app or the Facebook website. And the data points are beyond our understanding as mortal humans. They look at everything from the number of seconds you look at a video to the number of likes you've got on a certain thing to where you're driving your car, if they've got access to see where you're actually logging in from Facebook from, which I'm pretty sure they do, just in the metadata of using the app. And if you happen to be driving by a place that has a business that you've actually clicked on a button, they're going to be like, right, we're going to show you an ad for that. Has that ever happened to you guys? You've been thinking about something because maybe you didn't realize you saw it, and all of a sudden an ad pops up and you're like, how did Facebook know? They've got data points that we can't believe. So in the old days, and by old days I mean as ancient times as 2023 and beyond and before, in the old days we used to have our top of funnel campaigns, and they'd be running, and then we would have our middle campaigns, or I call them bottom of funnel, you guys call them middle of funnel, same thing. And I would have more middle of funnel campaigns than anything else. I'd have tons of them because they were the GOAT. I was getting $5, $10, $15 conversions from these bad boys. And people were seeing my ads constantly on the feed. I was showing my ads up to 8, 9 times. How do you know how often someone is seeing your ad? Let me show you. 1 second. I think that's the one. Yeah, so here under frequency, this is the setting that tells you how often someone has seen your ad. And the frequency here is 1.13. So on average, everyone saw my ad in this campaign 1.13 times. Some people saw it twice. That's what that frequency means. Now, when you have a bottom of funnel campaign, that's going to be constantly jamming into people's news feeds, and you probably get a frequency of 4 or 5 times, which is fine. I had a frequency of 8, 9, or even 10 times, and I was making loads and loads and loads of money, basically printing money. But everything changed. Everything changed when Apple released their brand new changes to the operating system, which really it secured and locked down the data that Facebook could actually attain from its Apple users. Basically, Apple went to war with Facebook, and they were very open about it too. The reason why they did this, it wasn't, they said it was to make people safer and have more access to their privacy. But really, they wanted to hurt Facebook because they were trying to enter into the Facebook advertising market with their own products. So it really hurt. A lot of businesses failed. Mine struggled for a good year or so. And then Facebook started getting better and better and better and better. And we are back now at a time where Facebook ads are working probably, I think, kind of as good as they used to. Certainly costs have increased around 30%. They certainly have. And the question that we all have now is, do we do a bottom of funnel, middle of funnel, or a top of funnel? For me personally, on my accounts and the accounts that I've tried to get the middle and bottom of funnel working, I haven't been able to get them all working. And I can tell you why. So imagine Facebook is, I'll just unshare this for just a moment. Imagine Facebook is, it is literally a pool of people. Damn, sorry for hitting my mic so much. A pool of people. And what Facebook does is it puts people into lots of little boxes, lots of little different pools. And you could be in many pools at the same time. And it knows everything about you, so you're in the right pools. Some of those pools are going to be people who are fully ready to purchase your product. They've already seen your product done by other people. They're ready to go. There's a hot people, and Facebook will show you ad to those people first in this little pool. When that pool dries up, Facebook is going to look around elsewhere and try to figure out who else might be not ready to buy, but gearing up to be ready to buy. And it will show your ad to them. It will do that automatically. You don't need to have a bottom of funnel or a middle of funnel or a top of funnel for this. It will just do that automatically. And it does a really good job at this. When you build your bottom or your middle of funnel campaigns, you're saying to Facebook, okay, here are the people who've been to my website. Here are the people who've added to cart. Here are the people who've signed up for email. I want you to show my ad to them. And what's actually happening, in my accounts at least, and in the accounts that I've seen, is that the top of funnel is outbidding or trying to outbid the bottom or middle of funnel. So you have two campaigns sitting right here. This one's got the same ads and wants to get the same thing, a purchase. And your middle of funnel, bottom of funnel down here, it's got the same ads and it also wants to get a purchase, maybe an additional discount. And they're outbidding each other in the war to win the bid because it's an auction system. The ads are an auction system. I don't know if you guys realize when you make a Facebook ad, you're entering an auction. And these are outbidding each other trying to get the winning ad in their campaign. When I turn middle and bottom of funnel on, they do get sales, but it consistently increases the cost per purchase of my top of funnel consistently. And I can't figure out a way to make this stop, which really sucks because I missed those campaigns. So my suggestion is if you have run your middle of funnel and your bottom of funnel and it's not working, turn it off. I saw an ad account yesterday from one of you guys. Someone had spent $255 in the middle of funnel and only had one purchase. Turn it off. Just turn it off. If your ad isn't working, turn it off. Now, how to make your ad, how to make your campaign. Inside the course, we teach you guys to label your ads appropriately. And I can't agree more. Label your ads appropriately. Now, there's two ways of thinking about running a successful Facebook ad. The first thing we do is we create an ad set. So inside of this campaign, I have an ad set. You can see I've got three ad sets here that I ran. The first one is no targets. The second one is health suggestions. This was a health related product. This was for the hydrogen water bottle. So I want you guys to think about this too. When we run with when we have a product, certain products are going to be attracted to certain people. And when you can find the ultimate best product to run, it'll be a sort of product that a lot of people will buy. We call those untargeted products. So think of something that everybody has, like a bed, right? Or feet. So people buy socks, underwear. Everyone buys underwear. Everybody. So those are things you don't really need to target. For a hydrogen water bottle that generates hydrogen water, you might need to target that. For a pregnancy pillow, you might need to target that. Not saying you definitely have to. If you can get away with creating an ad set that has no targets, and you can do this profitably, that will be the ultimate product and the ultimate ad. And ultimately, you're going to be able to scale that, a lot higher. But the first thing you want to probably try, if you're new and you have a more targeted product, is creating an ad set that actually has some targeting in it. This is the ad set I had with health suggestions. And down the bottom here, I was targeting Australia, 21 to 65 plus. And I was targeting health and wellness, natural foods, natural products, because the kind of people who are interested in purchasing a hydrogen water bottle, they're generally people who worry about what they put into their body. So I was going for the healthy people. Now, this is Advantage Plus audience. So Advantage Plus means yes, Facebook will look at my suggestions here, and it will ultimately try to show my ad to people who meet these requirements. But if they think someone might be in the market for a hydrogen water bottle and they have none of these on their profile whatsoever, Facebook will still show my ad to those people. Now, if you have an older account like I do, you have an option down here to say switch to original audience options. You might not have that option. Some newer accounts that I've seen don't have this option. Facebook's trying to get away with it. If you click this button, Facebook will have a pop-up here that says, hey, please don't click this button. Please click the blue button and please stay with Advantage Plus audiences. And the reason for that is, well, there's two reasons. One, Facebook generally works better when we target more people. And two, Facebook makes more money when we target more people because it will show your ad to more people, you'll win more auctions, and ultimately Facebook is happier because it gets to spend its ad inventory on a way larger market. So again, if you have a product and the product is very niche, you might consider clicking the gray button and say use original audience. When this happens, 1 second guys. Sorry, my lovely wife dropped me a coffee. So when you click that button, you go into what we call the original audience options. And the original audience options, when you put these targeting options in, these are no longer what you might call suggestions. This is saying to Facebook, stop. Only show my ad to these people. So if you're struggling to get your ads positively geared, so that's about a funny way of saying it. If you're struggling to make profitable ads and you have a product that really needs to be a targeted option, that's how you go and do that. That's how you go and make an ad set that will only be shown to these people. So give that a try. Now, that's the first thing I want to show you guys. Second thing is, how do we know which ads are working, which ads aren't working? I've tried to show you guys this over the past few weeks. Okay. Now, normally when you guys make an ad, you'll give it a name, A1, A2, A3, A4. That's cool. That's fantastic. Scientifically naming your ads is great. The way I work is every letter is a different video. See how I've got G4 and G2, G12 here? So G is the letter. This means these are the same videos. The difference here between G12 and G4, they have different ad copy. By ad copy, I mean different headline, different text, and I think that's about it. Yes, you can duplicate your original campaign and do the targeting separately, but be careful with the budgets. Pay attention to the budgets because you might wake up tomorrow morning and you spend $100 more than you anticipated. So just be careful when you duplicate that you're not going to overspend. Now, I do my ads differently to what you guys have been taught, and it's not that big of a change. So in the course, don't mind that. Don't mind that. In the course, you guys have been taught to come down here under text variations and just click add all these text variations. Yeah, Facebook loves variations. And in the description, in the headline here, yeah, add all the different variations you can. That's cool, but it's not a very scientific approach because Facebook isn't then going to give you the feedback on which headline is better or which text is better. It's just going to randomly pick them and try and do its best to discover which one is the best, leaving you completely out of control. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I have an ad account, I like to be completely in control so that I understand which headline, which text, which description works best. So I recommend don't do this. Don't add all these in here. Instead of doing them all in here, test yourself. So I was able to take, when I first started this ad account, my first ads had a 0.05% click-through rate, which is terrible. I was able to pull these up to 4.5% click-through rate. So I went from 0.05 to 4.5% click-through rate. How did I do that? by meticulously testing my ad copy, so my text, and my headlines. Eventually, I discovered this was my best text. These were my best selling points. This was my best review. This was my best headline, and this was my best description. And so when I went and made more ads in the future with different videos, I could just jump straight in and know that this headline, this description, and this ad copy was the best. That makes sense to you guys? So let's just say, and we never stop. Here's the thing about Facebook ads. Well, we don't stop. We got a 2.5% click-through rate. That's freaking amazing. Great. Duplicate that ad out now and test something new. This is G10, right? So we'll make this, I think I'm up to like there's G12. Let's do G13. So that's G13 now. What would I test? I would go in here. I'm pretty sure this is the best headline of all my tests. So I would go in here and I would probably focus on the top half here. This bottle generates hydrogen water, which is healthier for you and tastes amazing. The reason why I'd focus on this part, because this is the part that's shown the most above the image. Well, the good question. Right now, if you've gone, so Gabby's asked, for those of you who can't see, Gabby asked, how do I know which headline and copy and which bullet points perform the best? If I had gone and added a whole bunch of text options in here and a whole bunch of headline options here, it becomes really difficult to figure out which ones are the best. You can look at them. If you go under breakdown and you go under dynamic creative element and you go breakdown by text, Facebook will show you a report which tells you which text works the best and which description works the best and which headline works the best. But I find it's really, really messy and really difficult to read. And then if you want to go and change your ads up, you've got to remember which ones didn't work and which ones did work, and you've got to delete them from every single ad you've got. The way that I do it, and I'll just expand my ads out here. So I would be looking over a longer period of time. And I would be looking at, first of all, my click-through rates. So for example, where's a good example? Oh, B1, $1.90. So $2 is a bit above what I was wanting to pay, so that should be turned off. M5 has a 3.7% click-through rate and $1.50. $1.50 is under what I would like, so I'll keep that one on. G7 was pretty good at a 2.3% click-through rate. I certainly did get some sales, $227 per sales, but the cost per click was pretty high at $2.23. So what I'm trying to do is take my best ads. So see, for example, G7 down here was a 3.13, and G10 up here. Well, what's the cost per click difference? Actually, you know what? G7 down here actually had better results, a 3.13 and $1.63 versus my G10, which was 2.6 and $1.99. So because I've got this data now, I can come down to, what was it, G10? No, that was G10. It was where is it? G7. G7 was better, so G7 gets turned back on. So we're comparing one against the other and turning ads on and off depending on how they perform. Would I turn off G10? Not necessarily. It would be nice if it got a smaller cost per click. We'll let it run for a little while longer and we'll see if that cost per click goes down or up. Does that make sense to you guys? We're pairing ads against each other. We're turning off the ones that get the least performance. G8, for example, same ad as all of these, but G8 had a cost per click of $3. It got turned off. You see how these cost per clicks were really high for some of these? $5 I was paying for that one. $5 cost per click, so it got turned off. And eventually, as we wind this down, and I know you're probably thinking, hey, why is G10 still running at $1.99? It's because G10's fairly new. I like to give things a fair shake before I decide to turn it off. And I probably now would turn G10 off because obviously my G7 was performing better. And then I'm going to test G13. Now, what is the difference in G7 and G10? So let's look at G7. G7 was discover the secret to combating premature aging, promoting oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Had some ticks here. had some selling points here. That's very different. That ad copy is very different from my ad copy up here, which was this generates hydrogen water. Now, does that testing strategy make sense to you guys? All right. That's what I wanted to teach you guys today. So the next time I see all of your ad accounts, I'm hoping you can tell me which ads you're testing, which ones are performing better, and which ones you like to turn off. And what I want to do now is open the floor up. So we've got Cody. Cody was selling a really cool product, and I invited him to come and show me his ads today. He ran his ads for, I think, a week. It didn't get great results. Oh, Samantha, you still find it confusing? Some elements it might seem like an ad is doing well and others are not. Yeah, well, that's a really good point. So let me go over the different elements real quickly and the way that I see them. It is confusing, Samantha, and it is a science and also an art. Ah, okay. So Gabby, similar question. All right, let me try and explain a little bit more. So, the things that I'm looking at in an ad, things that are important to me. Does it affect our pixel turning? No, it doesn't affect your pixel turning around the ads at all. This is how we work. We have to work scientifically, and we have to edit ads, and we keep going until we hang up our store and close it down. So, like for home craftology, I'm still testing, guys. I'm still testing new ads. Every week I might have a new creative that I create or a new angle that I want to test. It never stops because the longer you keep your ads running, like I've had home craftology running for 7 years nearly. If I kept my same ads running, people would get bored of them and they would just stop working. So every couple of months, I'll test out some new ads. And every week, I'll be looking inside my ads and looking inside my offers and figuring out if I can test a new offer or not, or test a new way, or test a new image, or test a new bit of UGC. Even sometimes you might just want to test a new review you just got on your store. All right, what are we looking at when we're looking at what's working? We are looking at things like, and this is not in order of importance. If it is, this is the least important thing, the CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. CPM really is your gas cost, right? When you go to the gas station and it's like, what is it, $2 now for a liter? That's what CPM means. This is how much it would cost to show your ad to 1,000 people. And you can see here it will cost $50 on average for these ad sets. So that's worth noting, but we don't make our decisions based on CPM. It's worth noting. It gives us a little piece of the puzzle. Second thing you might want to look at is 3-second plays in general and how long they played for. A good ad, well, obviously people will watch it for longer. Would I make my decision solely on this? Not necessarily. Got to take a few things into account. Cost per click. This is one of the biggest indicators that your ad is going to work. And by work, I mean be profitable. You have to understand a bit of maths. If your cost per click is $1, it means you pay $100 and 100 people will go to your website. You have to look at your conversion rate. If your conversion rate is 2%, you'll spend $100 and you'll get 2 sales. If you get 2 sales for $100, you get 1 sale for $50. How much money do you make from 1 sale? If they spend $100 and it costs you $35 or $33 for your product, you'll make $70. You would have paid Facebook $50 and you get $20 profit. So your $1 cost per click ads can be profitable if you have the right products and you have the right, what do you call it, profit margin. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Not necessarily saying I'm going to destroy my ad because it's a $1.50 click. If the maths lines up and I can make money from that, I would keep that going. And if it doesn't, I'd come up with something different. Link click-through rate. So this should be above 1.5%. There are some businesses that I run with a click-through rate under 1.5% for some products, for some people, but generally speaking, I want to get 2 preferably 2% or above, minimum 1.5%. It's an indication. The click-through rate is an indication that you're positioning your product correctly and that people are interested to buy. You can see that it doesn't always line up though. Like G4, for example, right here, click-through rate is 2.3%, quite healthy. Cost per click is $3.41. Not that great. Not that great. CPM on this one is very high. Now, why would my CPM be very high on this one? Well, I could have been running it at a time of year where it was, because it's an auction, maybe a lot of people were bidding at the time of year I was running this. Could be that my description isn't good enough. You know, it only says 100 5-star reviews. It could mean that my text probably wasn't inviting enough. All these different things that it could mean. So what we have to do is just figure out, of my ads, which ones are better than the others. That's all I try and do. Which ones are better than the others? Which ones are doing better? Which ones are doing worse? Turn off the ones that are doing worse and slowly try to head my account in the right direction. The other thing, and the most important thing, the most important statistic to look for that trumps everything else, actually, you know what? There's two. There's two most important things to look for. One is cost per purchase, right here. You can see here some of these are disastrously high, which is probably why I would turn them off. Even though G7 had 3% click-through and a very cheap $1.6 cost per click, its cost per purchase was $176. But, this is the other thing too, I have 5 people who tried to check out. So, am I turning this one off or am I leaving it on? I would probably leave this on. And rather than worry that it was a $176 conversion, I would go in and start thinking, okay, 5 people checked out or tried to check out. 2 of them purchased. What can I do to fix that? Well, I could work on my emails. I could make my emails better. And if my emails are better, more people are going to see this link, click it at 3% click-through rate at $1.63, and more people are going to purchase. That's how I think. For example, G7, $162 per purchase. My ROAS is quite good because someone obviously bought 2 of these, so I spent, $162, but I made $224. And over here, only 2 people tried to check out. Not great. Not great at all. So that one's turned off. So it was similar results to G7, but in G7, way more people tried to check out. G10, 9 purchases at $73 per purchase. Still very high. Still a very high cost per purchase. Which is why I'm no longer selling this product, by the way. It was just, cost per purchase was too high. But we had 14 checkout initiated. So perhaps if I could position my emails better, maybe I would be able to halve that, maybe. So again, go focus on your emails and focus on your website as well. Keep improving those and making the customer experience better. So Facebook ads just tell us a small portion of the puzzle. You guys got any other questions for how we try to make better Facebook ads? I have a few more advanced things to teach you guys, but I don't want to teach you right now because a lot of you are just making your ads. And I don't want to scare you off. This is enough. Make your ad, decide if you want to do it targeted or not targeted, and then try to make your ads in the same way and face them off against each other and intelligently turn them on and off. And you know what? You can show me your ads right now. We can discuss which ones you might want to turn on and off. The pixel. Yeah, so your pixel. What do you want to know about the pixel exactly? So Jasper asked, if I change my ads, does it affect my pixel? Not really. Like, how would it? Your pixel is just a mechanism that Facebook uses to line up the users that came to your store and purchases to the users who clicked on an ad. The only thing you really need to worry about right now is whether or not your campaign, let me show you on my home craftology, whether or not your campaign is in learning or not. See how this one, I have been tweaking my ads. So look, I spent $21,000 on this one. Cost per purchase is very high at $50. and I've spent 21,000 and I made 35,000. Wish it was better. Yeah, wish it was better, but my cost per click is quite good. All right, so this ad set here is in learning phase because I was messing around with it yesterday. I changed some of my ads and it went back into learning phase. So you need to get 50 conversions for it to jump out of learning phase. I'm at 17 right now. So probably tomorrow I'll be out of learning phase. When you make changes to your ad set, you go back into learning and you got to get 50 conversions in a week to get out of it. Most of you guys don't have the budget to get out of learning phase. I'll tell you that now. You don't have the budget. So when you've got an ad that an ad account that's kind of working and you're getting some sales, you can increase your budget. And when you increase your budget enough, you'll have enough data to get out of learning phase, and your ad account, your cost should come down. Everything should start to become more level. So you don't have days where you make lots of money, you don't have days where you lose money. It should just even out over time. That's what you need to worry about. Your pixel, just let your pixel do what your pixel will do. With my campaign ads, with your campaign, can your ads... Cody, yeah, I've seen that on a couple of accounts. I'll have to have a look in your account today to see if we can figure it out. It could be that your budget's just so low that Facebook's just not showing you learning on or whatnot. I'm not sure about that one, but I have had someone say that as well. So you're not alone. Maybe you have a new type of account. All right, so Rachel, with your campaign, can you add ads as you please? I've always been told not to make changes to the ad set, duplicate and change. Look, it's a good question. That's a very good question. And you're right. So I went in the other day. So I have been through a bit of a roller coaster with my home craftology ads lately. And for a week, my ads were running fantastic. I was getting like $30 purchases. I was over the moon. That's amazing. And then the next week, they were back to $50 purchases, which I was very sad about. So I made a few tweaks, and I made the call. Yeah, I need to go in and tweak some of these ads. I'm actually, and you'll see these ads aren't labeled A1, B2, B3, whatever, because these were made so long ago that I wasn't even doing that back then. I really should go and rename all of this so I can keep things consistent across all my accounts. So if you look at this account and wondering why that's why. In terms of what I'm testing now, I'm testing 2 different copies in my ads, and I'm just trying to get enough data so that I can figure out which of these copies works best. And I'll give you some examples of the types of copies that I'm testing. Let me find the same ad. So I have this ad here, which has this copy. We just upgraded our kits with this headline, and I'm facing that off against this one right here, which is don't waste your money on terrible kits, secret 20% off code. I'm just trying to ascertain myself which of those 2 copies works the best. Once I have enough data, and you might think, okay, Chris, down here, that ad that I've got here, it says I've spent $200 and we're getting $86 purchases. Is that enough data for me to make a call? Almost. It's almost enough data for me to make a call. So I'll just highlight these 2 ads right here. And I'll answer your question in a second. So we've got 2.3% with $1 click versus 2.3% with $1.30 click. Yeah, I mean, we're almost at a point there where I could make the call and say, yeah, you know what? This copy probably doesn't work. But I'm going to give it a few more days, and I'm just going to see if giving it more data changes it to be more equal. Because what we might find is we just didn't give things enough data to make a good call. Now, in terms of would that mess up my ad set? Absolutely. When I duplicated this ad to change the copy and test it against each other, my ad set went back into learning phase. Now, could I duplicate this and then make changes to a new ad set and see if that helps? Absolutely, I could do that. But then you run the problem of both ad sets trying to outbid each other. So the solution for this, and probably what I should have done, but I was too gung-ho, and I don't care about my own ad account as much as I care about my clients' ad accounts. What I should have done is this. I should have clicked on this ad, and I should have run an A/B test. An A/B test will duplicate your ad set out. It will allow you to test different variations of your ads without affecting your main ad set and without both of them outbidding each other in the auction. That's what I should have done. Do I listen to my own advice? Hell no. Why? Because I'm stupid. And I make stupid mistakes, just like you guys. I hope that helps. Does that explain everything? Now, what I want to do is invite Cody to come and share your screen. And if you look in this ad account and think this is way more ugly than my other one, that's fine. You can see that your ad accounts don't need to be perfect. Okay, guys, we're here to make money, and we're here to learn how to make more money. Overall, though, look at this: 77,000 spent to make 141,000. I'll take that. You'll notice too. One thing you'll notice in this ad account is my ad sets here are all different offers. This is the more advanced thing I didn't want to mention. But what I generally do is, and what I'm in the process of doing, is testing all different offers to see if I can get better ROAS. I'm not so much interested in cost per purchase at my level. I'm more interested in making more money than I invest. And you can see here I'm testing 3 times margin, 25% off bestsellers, and it's giving me $50 cost per purchase with a ROAS of 1.5. That's cool, but in the past I had 50% off. And that was giving me a cost per purchase of $34 and a ROAS of 2, which was way, way, way better. What I had back then was I doubled my prices on the store and offered people 50% off, and I got way better results. So now I only took it off because I didn't want to run my store like a discount store. And now I have a hard decision to make. Do I keep running the way I'm running and make my store really pretty? Because if you go to my store right now, right? You may have noticed, if you guys have been following me for a while, I don't have the 50% off at the top. And my products, unless you've come in on a certain offer, they don't have 50% off. But I do have, the most offer that you'll get from me is like 20% off from my ads right now. And it's having a detrimental effect, I think, on my sales. So I am thinking, do I go back to this 50% off? I'm thinking about it. I am trying to figure out if I want to do that, because that $34 purchase really does look a lot more appetizing. 10,000 invested, 20,000 return. All right, Cody, let me get you invited up to share your screen, buddy, and we'll take a look at your account. We'll see if we can figure out why you can't see a learning phase too. Sorry if I talk louder once I've got my once I put my headset on, I talk a bit louder. Sup, Cody? All right, so the share screen button is right near your hand button at the bottom of the screen. Just click that through. Excellent. Yeah, I know, everybody, it is confusing. If you're confused, you're not alone. You will get there. Everyone will get there. I once started and I knew nothing about ads, and you're all going to become masters at this, I promise. It's really not as scary or as daunting as it seems. That I can promise. And there's no exact science either. If I'm telling you guys one thing and you've seen some guy on YouTube tell you to change everything and do it his way, my advice is don't, because it won't work any better or worse than my way. And my way isn't any better or worse than his way. Honestly, the results that you get will just pretty much be the same no matter what approach you make on Facebook these days. The AI is that good. So use the approach that makes sense to you. Hey, Cody, are you sharing your screen? Do you want to show us your Facebook account? Yeah, there we go. That's all right. So we talked about top of funnel and middle of funnel. Middle of funnel being kind of crap these days. In my view too, it's even worse when you haven't got 1,000 people in your audiences. So for Facebook to actually be able to retarget, you must have had 1,000 people on your website. So bear that in mind, guys, with your middle of funnels. Let's take a look at your top of funnel. So $500 spent. CPM is very good at $38.89. Not bad. Not bad, but one purchase was $457. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think your problem was Facebook ads though. But let's click in top of funnel and have a look. Yeah, your click-throughs are great. Cost per click is a little high for C1 and C2, and C3, but I mean, they're not bad. Do you want to show me your ads? Are you tired of constantly juggling? Oh, yeah, you're doing the whole thing. That's cool. I'm not going to judge. Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's hard to tell what's working, right? So I'll show you how you can tell. So close this down. And then click on the breakdowns. Now go back into there, click on breakdown, all the way to the bottom, dynamic text. Yeah, you already know. So there are, you can see there, the effortlessly turns your iPad into fully functioning. That was only a 1% click-through with a $4 click-through. So it's kind of giving you some hints there to turn that off. And you can double check on the ones below, but C5, that one was working at a 5% click-through. So how do you make heads or tails of that? I think they are, because there's a fair amount spent. But you're right, more data is always helpful. And then effortlessly was pretty good there. And then effortlessly on the C3, not enough spend. How much was it on the first? How much spend did we get on effortlessly on the first one? Yeah, only $17. Okay, yeah, you're right. You probably needed to spend more to see if that was going to work out or not. So the way that Facebook will work is it'll pick the ads that get the most engagement, and it will allocate the budget to them first, which isn't always what we want, because sometimes, like, I had an influencer on one of my ads and she was talking about the bottle, and she's quite pretty, so she had a lot of engagement and she took a lot of the budget and got very little sales because, you know, men wanted to click on her ad and watch it. So it's something we have to decide. Do we keep the ad running that spent the most but gotten the least amount of sales, or do we shut that ad down for a while and let our other one spend, which is usually what we do. So you can see there, C2 spent $140, but it was your second most expensive ad to run at $42 per 1,000 views. Cost per click of $2.16. What I'd really like to do is just play with that and just really use my technique to go and try and find the right header and the right text. Frequency rate 1.41. So you see how it's got 1.41. That means that retargeting is happening automatically inside this campaign, because people saw this ad 1.5 times. So every 3 people, one person saw it twice, something like that. Now in terms of cost per click, C5 was the best. That's weird. What's C5? Okay, that's telling me something cool. You're right. That image it's a real stopping image, especially with the spider there. Was that your idea? All right, that's actually really. Have you done marketing before? Okay. That's what we call a pattern interrupt, and that is just brilliant. Problem is, they look at that, they see the spider, and they see it swivel, but you're not telling them what it is. All I can see is smart key case is a lifesaver and smart key case, free delivery. Yeah. So you don't stop that strategy though. That strategy is fantastic. Your headline should be something like turn your iPad into a PC. Hey, did Mac people call it a PC? Nice. So what's your daily budget? Ooh, ooh, yeah. I wasn't even running that much on Nation Hydration. $50 a day max when you're starting out, and $20 if you're really not sure if the ads are going to work at all. You don't want to spend, yeah, yeah, because you're really just trying to get data to start off with. You don't expect to get sales in your first few days. We just want to make sure Facebook's not going to like spend all your money on one ad, or you're not going to get 0.5 click throughs. And you want to make sure that people who do actually click on your ad do add to cart or do give you their email address. And then when they do, then you scale it up to $100 a day. When you go too fast, too quickly, you'll end up spending like you did $400 and getting very little in return. So that just tells me you scaled too fast, way too fast. Make sense? So what I would do is I do a brand new campaign, structuring out, because I like your ads. Well, can you show me the other ones? Like show me C2, C1, and C4, C3. Let's go through them one by one. I would probably not run that one myself. It doesn't really show the product very well. Your spider ad's fantastic. Cool. That video is perfect. Don't. I wouldn't think so. Nah, I wouldn't think that would affect it at all. I wouldn't. It is a good photo, but it looks like a surface, like a Windows Surface, and people were going in expecting Windows Surface, so I wouldn't run that one either. It, it looks like an iPad with a funny stand. Yeah, I'd turn that one off too. So I think you got 3 strong ads and 3 not so strong ads. So I'd turn off the ones that don't really showcase your product very well. Honestly, mate, I think you're fine with those two. You don't need to have a huge amount of ads. It is better to have 5 or 6 ads, but you can get started with a low budget just running those two just to see if those ads are going to work and to start testing headlines and start testing text and description. Yep. Duplicate it out so you get fresh data. Because what you want to be doing now is you've spent the money, so you've bought that data, duplicate it so that you can actually see if you can get better results. So you've got your baseline already. Now you're doing a shopping campaign. This is a shopping campaign, yeah? Advantage Plus shopping. So this is a good question. Do we use Advantage Plus shopping or do we use the regular type of manual campaign? Personally, I don't do Advantage Plus shopping. Facebook's actually about to give me $10,000 to test Advantage Plus shopping. I have never been able to get Advantage Plus shopping working for me properly. I'll give you guys the results once I've tested, but I don't do it at the moment. So I do a manual campaign. Maybe you just want to start a brand new campaign from scratch, and I'll talk you through it. Oh, Advantage campaign budget is different from an Advantage shopping campaign. So that is, see how it says Advantage plus shopping? So let's do a campaign from scratch. We'll just hit create. We're going to do sales and hit continue. This is good to show everybody too. So you've got two options here. You've got an Advantage plus shopping campaign, which Facebook would love you to hit, because when you hit Advantage plus shopping, it's like, bang, I can show your ad to everybody in the world. Well, not everybody, like it'll break down country and whatnot. When you do a manual shopping campaign or a manual sales campaign, which is the bottom one, you have complete control, or much more control. And that allows you to tell Facebook that you would prefer to show it to other people, or even shut other people out completely. And it's better, especially better for you. I think it's better. I only run manual shopping campaigns. Like I said, I haven't been able to make the Advantage shopping campaigns work for me yet. But when I do, I'll let you guys know. So we're going to do a manual sales campaign and hit continue. Yeah, it wants you to be Advantage Plus because it makes more money that way. So we'll call this one, we'll call it whatever you want, just new test if you like. And everything's fine here. Don't really need to worry about the Advantage campaign budget because this campaign will only have one ad set. The Advantage campaign budget, what that means is if you've got more than one ad set, the campaign will have all the money and it will decide which ad set to use. For catalog, don't turn that on. Oh, no, do turn that on. Have you set up your catalog? We'll leave it on for now because I do use my catalog plus. It's pretty cool. It gives you a couple of options, which I think really help. Correct. That'll give you more control. Oh, what's your daily budget there? 100 bucks. So, well, it depends. We'll get faster results if you set it to 50, but if you're not comfortable and you just want to make sure this works first, you can set it to 20. Cool. I just say that because everyone's in a different situation. So hit next. Yep, we want to maximize number of conversions. Did you have clicks selected originally, maybe? That's weird. Mine always says sales and conversions by default, but that's okay. That's fine. We're going to show all products, daily budget 50, and let's scroll down. Sure. 12 a.m. All right. That's all good. Everything fine is there. Now, the question that we have here is Advantage Plus audience or not. I would switch to the original audience options for you because this isn't something that everybody wants. For one, they need to be an iPad user. So we're probably going to the detailed targeting and put in iPad. Did you have that in your original campaign? It should save the draft. Yeah, it should be. I say should be, but who knows? Click on the campaign tab. Always be careful when you're deleting. Yeah, that was just showing to everybody. Cool. So under detailed targeting, we're going to add iPad. And if you click on suggestions, it'll give you a whole bunch of suggestions. If you type in iPad, it had like owns iPad. Isn't that cheeky? Oh, wow. They know. Yeah, I would add all of those in. If they own an iPad 4, the chances are they also own a newer iPad 2. Facebook is sneaky, but it's not always perfect. Cool. All right, cool. So now your estimated audience size is like 700,000, which is good. That's much more what I would expect. If you click suggestions, maybe it has some more we could add in. Oh, those ones there might be good. The Facebook access via iPad 1. Behaviors. So it's people who are actually using it. More people have an iPad 1. I think no, that's too broad, I think, for this one. Excellent. All right, now you would go next. Oh, you could just close this down now, and I'll show you the good way. Oh, you wanted to redo everything, right? What I would normally do is I'd go into my other campaign and I'd duplicate those ads into this campaign, and then edit them. That's what I normally do. So if you want to do that, it'll save you a bit of time. I can run you through that now. So close this page down. So hit on the left, the box, the little tick box. For both of them, and then hit the duplicate button on the above. No, not that one. Yeah. And click on existing asset and delete that. So delete the campaign that's above. Delete that one. So you click in that little box there and hit delete. That's okay, and I think it was the new test. And then select the ad set. And hopefully Facebook won't give us any drama. Yep, hit duplicate. I think it's kind of done, but it's not happy with the primary text. So yeah, I think it's copied. Yeah, exactly. It's copied your video across, but it hasn't done much else. So you'll have to go and edit those in your own time and do the C1, C1, C2, C3, and just try and get that data on which is your best performing copy. But remember, looking at those ads, right? If you look at the first 3 lines, that's what everyone sees before they hit see more. So that's your prime real estate to tell them what this is. On my store, for like I'm selling diamond painting kits, I always try and make sure I'm telling people in their top line like something about diamond painting kits. So oh no, it's fine. It's just selected. So go back to your campaigns and then click on the new ads test. They're there. I don't think the second one copied properly. It's hard to say. If it had enough spend on that particular text, on that particular ad, I would use it. But if not, I'd still be wanting to test it out. So if it only had like $5 spend and it had like terrible click-through rate, I'd still want it to spend more to figure out. Mm-hmm. I think I'd do two each. Your ad spend is too low because even with my ad spend, I'm spending thousands of dollars a week and waiting a couple of weeks before I make a decision. The biggest mistake we can make is to try and make a decision too quick. Like sometimes it's just glaringly obvious. After 3 days, one ad will have like a 0.6 click through after spending like $20, $30. Turn that one off, you know. But when they're kind of close, you need to give them a lot longer. As we know, with Nation Hydration, I went slowly, one ad copy versus the next. And then I waited a few days, found the winner, and then duplicated and tested another idea against the winner. I kept it simple. Exactly. And the more ad copies that you add, the longer you got to run it to give everything a fair shake. So in interest of finding the best ads quicker, I just do 2 copies at a time. Rachel's asking, is it better to have video or ads? Have both. Because an image can get shown in places and a video can't. So they're 2 different types of ad formats. I don't think you can't really compare them. They're both their own beast. All right, Cody, good luck, mate, and I hope you've made some changes to your website as well. I love this product, by the way. Awesome. Good luck. All right. I'm going to kick you out of hosting. Who's next? Samantha. I'm going to invite you to co-host. A bit sweaty in here since I had my coffee. Need to get my air conditioning on. Just give me a sec. Hello, how are you? One moment. All right, do you want to share your screen? Let's take a look. I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to have to turn this light off. It's going to be away from me. It's going to be dark, but I'm hot. I don't know if anyone else is from Queensland, but it's not getting any cooler up here. Ah, Jasper. Sorry if I've made a mistake there, buddy. But no. Oh, you were Jasper. Sorry, you'll be next, Jasper. My bad. I didn't see. No, it's okay. We're here now. We may as well look. That was my fault. I can't read, apparently. Alrighty. What are we looking at here? Ah, the water bottle. Very good. Very good. So C6. I hope you have better luck than I did. But I am out of the hydrogen niche. So good luck. You have more chance now. All right, show me your ad sets. Actually, show me your campaigns first. This way. Okay, so you're only running the top of funnel. Fantastic. $2.70 per click. Click-through rate is fairly good. How much did you spend overall for that purchase? Yeah, $175. Yikes. Now, there are ways that you could make this profitable, of course, by selling 2 bottles at a cheaper rate. But let's take a look inside your campaign now. So if you guys are looking at high cost per purchases, it's not the end of the game. You can do like bulk discounts on your store and maybe increase your basket size. That is one option you can do. All right, so 2 ads here. C7 and C6, so that's the same video. You're doing my trick. Excellent. We don't really have we don't really have a lot of data. Can you show me your ad though? I don't think we have enough data to really decide which one's the winner yet. You're drinking water the wrong way. That's pretty good. You want to be putting the best water in your body. It should be hydrogen. Oh, that's really cool. It's scary, the positive impact that it's had. Yeah, that's what I can't hear it from your machine. But that's okay. It's actually a really good ad. Good job. Say goodbye to ordinary water and embrace the power of hydrogen-rich water. Yeah, not bad. But you've still got multiple texts running? Okay, cool. Fair enough. The only thing is when you delete them, you'll lose your comments and you'll lose your likes, unfortunately. Do you want to actually close this down and we'll do a breakdown and have a look? Have you thought about your next product? I think I saw your post that someone stole your images. Did that happen? That's unfortunate. Yes. Excellent. So the guy that I'm working with on my stores, he uses Canva, and I use a mixture of Canva and Photoshop personally. But honestly, Canva is the easiest. But the icons you get on Canva aren't the best. So you could go and find icons from around the web. There are some really good ones that you can just drop in. Click on breakdown. And all the way to the bottom to go by dynamic creative element and then go text. Now there probably won't be too much data in here for us to look at, but you can see some of those are getting much better click-throughs than the others. Oh, breaking news is good on one and not good on the other. Yeah, that's a tough call then. Yeah, you're going to need a lot more data, I'm afraid. How much did you spend? 171. This is the trouble when you've got too many different variables. It becomes very difficult to find the winners. That's why I recommend only testing one different change versus the other. So a lot of these haven't had enough spend to be able to, for us to make a good decision, because you can see breaking news on one has got 11% click-through, but breaking news on the other one's got a terrible click-through. And well, no, because it's probably only spent a few dollars. It's probably, see that one, that top one there, that's got 0.75 click through on C7. It's probably spent $6 and you probably only had 1 click, but you could spend another $6 and get 3 clicks, and that would vastly change the difference, like the stats at this point, because you're testing so much. I think yeah, I'd want to see breaking news versus your next best one, which would probably be, at a guess, you're drinking water the wrong way. They're actually pretty strong ads. I'm pretty impressed. So take those two and test them against each other. Yeah, Rachel's telling you that she's seen your ads and you've done a good job. I agree. These are really great ads. They're really friendly as well. Mine came across a little bit less friendly, I think. I was going for more like the guilt trip, like you're hurting your body and you suck, but these are much more friendly. Good job there. So that's your homework for the week. You're welcome. All right, I'll let Jasper in now.
Sorry, Jasper.
All right, Jasper, you're up. Jasper, invite. Welcome, Jasper. You were there, and then you you're back. Share screen is right down the bottom there. I can't see if you. I can't tell if you clicked it or not, but it's near the raise hand button. Are you on a Mac? Yeah, I hate that bloody button. So many people have problems with it. Yeah, no worries. We'll be here. We'll wait. I'll put my thinking music on. I don't have any thinking music available. Or do I? Let's have a look. Thinking music. Can you guys hear that? Just giving Jasper a little bit of time to get his account in order. Diane. Haven't had a sale since Sunday. You've dropped your ads down to 3. Launched a spinning wheel at 3 p.m. 3 hours ago. You have received 2 orders with both upsells since then. Oh yes! Hell yeah! She's probably using Wheelio, Samantha. Wheelio. Oh, let me turn my music off now. We're here. Wheelio is the answer. It depends on your brand, guys. If you have a fun type of brand, you can use a Winnie Spilly thing. Winnie Spinny thing. If you got a more serious type of brand, like your tech brand, you probably want to avoid that. But for Homecraftology, I get a 13% sign up rate with Wheelio. It is the best wheel spinning app. All right, let's go, Jasper. What are we selling? Clean beam. Clean beam. I think you're muted if you're talking. Clean beam. My clean beam? Yeah, I think I've seen this before. For those watching on YouTube, I've got the website here on the left. Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, I'm excited to see this one. I did think about selling this product ages ago. I think it's pretty cool. All right. In terms of ads, what do we got? The filters. Do you mean the breakdown? Okay. So we would to figure that out. We'd hit breakdown. I think your internet is struggling. And we go all the way down the bottom to dynamic and then over to text. That's it. Is that the one you were looking for? So you've run this for about a week. Budget $20 a day. Okay. Any sales? So you've spent around about 150 bucks. Click through, 1.5% overall is not bad. And your cost per click at $1.71. That's not terrible. We can improve on that by using some of the testing techniques that we've used today. What is, if you look in Klaviyo, did you get any emails? That's the first thing. That's the first problem we got to solve. We're often, when we're at this point in our business, we're always worried about our sales, but we don't get sales unless we're getting email signups. And I've just signed up for your email. I'm just checking my account. I don't have an email yet from you. No, we should take a look because there's something going on wrong with your emails for sure. I didn't even get an email from you to say welcome. So something is broken here. So what I would do, I would pause your ads for now, and I want you to go and make sure that your Klaviyo is set up, that your flows are set up and working. Put your own email in and see if you actually get your emails back. And one more thing. Oh, how many what? I mean, two's minimum. Two's minimum, right? If you log into Klaviyo and you just have your abandoned cart and you just have your welcome series, even Klaviyo is begging you to add more flows. And I know Austin's working on version 2 and he's going to be including a lot more flows in version 2. But you definitely should never launch your store with less than 2, that's for sure. But in my view, if you only have 2, you're missing out on so many sales. But your problem is not there. Your problem is I'm not even getting your first flow. So something is fundamentally wrong inside your Klaviyo account because nothing is sending. Can you open up your Shopify account and show me your statistics for the week? And I think you can actually click on Klaviyo from here inside Shopify. But we'll check your analytics first. I'm glad you got on the call tonight. we can help with this. Okay, so you've had one sale. Was that from you? Well, let's click on orders and see if it came through yesterday. If so, that's exciting. Yesterday! So you've spent $150 and you've made maybe $20 profit. Well, $20 not profit, but $20 in total. Okay, well that's a start. Click on analytics for me. Yes, Rachel's saying congratulations. I agree. Show me your stats for the past month. Under today, click on today and click on last 30 days. Okay, so your conversion rate is 1.3. Not awful, but we're looking for 2 and above, ideally. Your add to cart rate is terrible. I'm just going to your store to try and figure out why. So on your store, I'll show you through some of the problems on your store in a second, actually. Good news is you can do better. That's the good news. All right, so click on apps and then click Klaviyo. And if those who are watching are wondering, why am I looking inside Facebook, what is it called? Shopify Analytics. Oh, damn it. I thought it would log you in. You'll have to figure that out. Guys, Klaviyo is the engine that drives your sales. Facebook is the fuel that fuels your engine. And Samantha, hey Chris, when I get a chance to answer, you need to verify your domain. Yes, you do. Austin sent you that link to configure the SPF DKIM. And do I know how to do it? I do know how to do it. No, I can't show you how to do it. It is so convoluted and annoying. I could spend an hour showing you how to do it, and we wouldn't know if it would work, because you have to put your records into GoDaddy, and you have to click save, and then you got to wait 15 minutes and see if they've worked. I can recommend you watch some YouTube videos. Just search up GoDaddy and DMark and GoDaddy and DKM, or you can go to Upwork and you can hire someone for like $20 an hour who knows how to do this for you, and they can get this done and dusted. That's what I would recommend. Now, in terms of Clean Beam, do you want to stop sharing your screen? And I'll just give you a quick rundown of some things that you might want to consider. Looking at your Facebook ads, this still seems like a winner to me, because you got click-through rates there that are pretty good. We got other issues to solve though. So if I'm coming into this product from Facebook, I'm just going to go down into mobile view. There's an opportunity at the top of your website here to go into the theme and add some different selling points so that this thing rotates. Things like free shipping. You got that today, but you could add in your, like, got 100+ reviews and Australia owned, that kind of thing. And then this thing will slide across really nicely. Your image is really good. All your images are fantastic. This one needs to be resized, because otherwise your website does this funny thing. So this should be the same size as all the others. And I don't even think you need that in there. She's a pretty face, but she's not adding to the product. Now, when you select white or black, the product image isn't changing. So you got to go into Shopify and assign a white one to the white one and a black one to the black one, so that I can see the color difference. This is a bit too much text without an image, so I'd love to give you another full review, but in the meantime, if you could just add some kind of an image in here to break up the text, because it's just a bit too much. Elevate your oral hygiene with Clean Beam. So we want to start with something like something scary. Can you find a really scary statistic for how unhygienic a toothbrush is? If you could find something, anything, just like 99% of us have, what's the poop bacteria on our toothbrush, and and that can cause mouth disease and even gum cancer. Just lay on the fear. And then introducing a Clean Beam UV sterilizer. The rest of this is fine and really good. I'm pretty sure if you looked at your competitors, you probably could beef up your FAQ with a bunch of different things that they have on their websites for FAQs. And the rest of that looks pretty good. So just a few small tweaks there will help you along the way. But you need to get that Klaviyo working as well. And then run your ads for, I'd say, like $20 a day for the next week, and then come and see me on Thursday and we'll go through your ads again. No worries. Samantha, you did the first two, but DMark is one annoying thing. Yeah, DMark, I think you just got to go into GoDaddy. You know what? I think I have it here. I think obviously I've done it myself. So let me go check my DMark settings and show you what I did. Chris, products. Just nobody judge me on how many URLs I have, okay? This is a judgment-free zone. Not all of these were failed businesses. Some of these I didn't even bother setting up yet. They were just ideas that never got past the idea stage. Where am I? Oh, I don't have that one. Oh, maybe I got it in Homecraftology, to be honest. Manage. Domain. Manage DNS. GoDaddy is too difficult to navigate. If I have problems, it is too difficult. Okay, looking for DMARC. Why can't I scroll? Thank you. Oh, bloody hell. That can't be it. Where's the rest of them? Domain controller, Homecraftology, name servers. Where's the rest of it? Apparently I don't have any DMARCs. Of course I do. That makes no sense at all. Unless I'm using cloud, what's it called? I think it might be. Where's all my email stuff? Let me see, maybe I have it under High Ticket Business Coach. 1 second, guys. DNS. So I've got my SRV text. I think this is like your DMARC, right? Oh, you're welcome, Rachel. I think this is a DMARC right here. So it's just a text entry into your GoDaddy. So you go new record text and you copy and paste whatever the entire thing is. And then at server, I think they give you that for a DMARC. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that helps you or not, or just confuses you more, because honestly, domain name crap is just crap. This is awful. Auto discover, CNAME, domain connect. Now, none of those are the DMARC, are they? Yep, I can't really help you there. All right, I'm going to stop that before we all just die of boredom. Who's next? Jennifer, just going to take a quick look at your results. 1 moment. I'm going to have to check out my Homecraftology one though, because apparently I don't have my records there, but I've had them for years. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I should check them out. Maybe that would make my emails a bit more effective. Who knows? All right, so we're looking at Jennifer. Your ads have been on since the 6th. You've turned 2 of them off, but 3 seems to have died down too. Speaking to your SCC, and you've turned off your campaign, and we'll start some new creatives tonight. $200 spent. Click-throughs are not great, but 2 purchases for $100. So it would seem to me, well, your CPM is quite low, which is great. Your cost per click is too high. Okay, so you've got purchases for around $100. Doesn't mean we can't run this product, but you're going to need, if you want to run this product, there's 2 things we've got to do. We've got to get cheaper cost per clicks, or make more money with each purchase. So to make more money with each purchase, you would try and do an upsell of 2 products. So I know this is one where you put it on your knee, you make your knee feel better. You should be offering 2 at a slightly discounted rate as an option on your product page for sure. And then you want to try and work your upsell to make your upsell better. And for those of you who are using the Zipify upsell, did you know I need to show you guys. I can't show you guys on this one. I don't have Zipify on Homecraftology. I've got a different one. You don't need this app. You can do this in one-click upsell, and I would recommend you do it. One-click upsell isn't just an in-cart app. what it actually does and what it's designed for is to take your purchase, right, and have a funnel at the end. And when someone has made a purchase, they can make another purchase after they made a purchase with just one click. And I do the same thing with Reconvert. I do prefer using one-click upsell, but I'm using an app on Homecraftology that's not compatible with one-click upsell, so I've been forced to use this Reconvert tool, it's a pretty good tool. No one has to jump on this, but you can see here I got my upsell, which is priority processing, second upsell, which is one of these guys, and my refillable products. Someone can just add these to the order with one click and I get a sale. So that's what one-click upsell is all about. So make sure you do your post-purchase upsells. Okay, Jennifer, you do have it in a bundle and it's still giving you these bad results. Yeah, I think it might be time to perhaps work on your creatives or test a new product in your niche. That's what I would recommend. Because I think your ads were quite strong. I think they were quite good. It's a difficult product to sell, if I'm going to be honest, because it's only really something that very specific people would want to buy, because it's for knee pain. And there aren't that many people with knee pain. Do you know what I mean? All right. Not saying take it off your store. Keep it on your store, but maybe test out a different massage tool. Alrighty. Was there anybody else who wanted me to check out their ads? Or have any other questions about Facebook ads? Your detailed targeting for this product. Can you just give me the URL so I can show everybody? My relief. So, 1 second. Yeah, because your cost per click is so high, you definitely want to look at some kind of... I love this product page, by the way. You've done a great job. Ah, yeah, most popular. That's lovely. That's awesome. Let's have a look at Facebook ads. Let's see what we might do if we wanted to sell this. What's my least performing one that I can play around with? Okay, if this was an ad for a knee brace, what can I search for? I'd probably start by looking at the age rate in the breakdown. So you want to go to of the ads that you've already running. This is the beauty of running Facebook ads. What you've already done is not a waste of money. What you've done is you've got data. If you go down into breakdown and you go age, Facebook's going to actually now tell you what age is your best advertising. You can see here 18 to 24, not great for me at $132 per purchase. Anything above that is pretty good. I'd imagine for yours, you'd probably be more like 45 and above. But Facebook is going to be able to tell you your best click-through rates or your best ages. Now, as you can see for me, 18 to 24 on this one was $22 per purchase. So really Facebook's saying for my product, it doesn't matter how old you are. Lots of people like it. But for your product, it's probably more leaning towards the 35s or 44s and above. You previously used this ad account for another product niche. Could this be affecting targeting too? It could be. It could be. But I don't think it'll affect it that much. The more you use this ad account, the more it will be seasoned towards this product. Okay. My knee relief. What can we advertise? Let me get rid of my breakdowns. Ad set, edit. Oops, no, that's my good one. I want to do free travel. Okay. Who can we advertise this to? Pain relief, maybe? If I could spell and or type. There is no pain relief. Okay. Injury. Personal injury lawyer? No. Muscle pain. Damn, they've gotten rid of a lot of targeting options. What else have we got? Physio. Here we go. Exercise, no. Job titles, no. Physio assistant, no. Fields of study, no. Interests, no. There's no physio interests. What else could we do? Brace? Nope. Can you think of anything that someone who has muscle pain in their knees or legs will be interested in or goes to regularly? Any product they might use? Osteo, anything? Interests. They're all interests. Then we might just have to go with broad age. I think Facebook's cut a lot of the interests out that are more to do with maybe massage, like more to do with injuries. We can't really do personal injuries again. Perhaps massage. I always turn every optimization on that I can. Absolutely turn them on. They are essential. Interests. Massage today, bamboo massage, massage magazine, massage parlor. I don't know about these ones, maybe. Oh, what else we got? Interest for people who want a massage device. And there's nothing under pain, Facebook? Ah, there is. Musical artist, T-Pain, painting, paint. Oh, damn. What about Nurofen? Nothing. Pain relief? Nothing. Ah. Yeah, I'm stumped. Sorry, Facebook's giving me a bit of a freak out. 1 second, let's do that again. I'm unusually stumped. What else do we have? Someone who has a pain in their knee might also my guess is above 45. Podiatrist? Is that? That's a job title. Yeah, you might just have to go broad and just target all people over 45. There was a time where Facebook would have all these crazy interests that you could really drill down into, but they've had to get rid of them because they were no longer viable. Because of what happened with Apple. Because of the privacy that we now have, they got rid of all the interests that don't really work. Luckily for me, hobbies and interests are still there. Now we can't just do hobbies and interests for people with like leg injuries, because they could have any hobby. But so your only real option then is to really, segregate the people based on age. That's all you can really do with this kind of product. And it might just take a little while for your pixel to hone in on the right people and catch up. Perhaps. Sorry about that. I wish it was different. Anyone else have any last questions before I head off for the day? So you've given me a couple of things here to look at. My relief. Problem is, I can't tell what this is. It could be fitting on somebody's thumb, or it could be a watch that looks funny. Not a very strong image, but I like what you're doing around it. I like your logos. I like the 30% off. I like the shop now. That looks lovely. This just needs to come down a little bit to show me that it's on someone's leg. I love where you're going with that though. And then your other one second. Also really good. Oh wow. Yeah, this is looking amazing. Everything looks good. Your copy looks good. Your icons look great. I'm not sure if having this on a countertop is going to be beneficial though. You're going to have one of those photos of this on someone's leg. I think that's the only way to sell this, because this again could be anything. I think that model that you've got, she's going to be the best person to use for this because she's the right age. Maybe retirement might be something that you use. I think she's using Canva for this. It looks like Canva. And you can definitely do these in Canva quite easily. Just so you guys know, for Nation Hydration, all my ads were done in Canva. It's a great tool. Get on it and learn it. Just going to see one thing for you, Jennifer. Under ad sets, can we do retirement? Which doesn't help us at all, because we may as well just do ages. All right. Sorry about that, Jennifer. Yeah, targeting people with knee pain is difficult. So the only approach that we really have is to target people of certain ages. And for you, retargeting may or may not help. It may be the one case that when we get people into our funnel and then into the middle of the funnel, maybe you get better results from there. Perhaps you'll have to do some testing. You'll have to test it. My thoughts are probably it won't particularly be any better or any worse than your current ads. My advice would be find a massage tool. Keep selling that. Sell it via email. Sell it in your back end. Sell it in your thank you campaigns. Even advertise it in your welcome series. But look for a massage device that is more geared towards more people, and you'll have better sales. The more people who want your product, the easier this is going to be. Yeah? Find a broad product that you can sell, and you will find everything is so much easier. All right, guys, I'm going to head off for the day. Thank you all for watching. It's been another really fun Facebook ad talk. Good luck for the week coming ahead, and I'll see you on Tuesday for my website review. Until then, see you later.